on the plane, a brand new chance. Oh, yeah. Dreams in your pocket, ready to dance. For 50 years, we've paved the way, uplifting lives every single day. IPAMS, we got you. Yeah. Oh, no fees, no cuts, we're fair. So fair. Build your future, feel the vibe. Feel it. Ethical dreams worldwide. We open doors, we light the flame. Light it up. Best employers calling your name. Your name. No deductions, all for you. That's right. We keep it real. Oh, we stay true. IPAMS, we got you. Yeah. No fees, no cuts, we're fair. Build your future, feel the vibe. Ethical dreams worldwide. We open doors, we light the flame. Light it up. Best employers calling your name. Your name. No deductions, all for you. That's right. We keep it real. Oh, we stay true. IPAMS, we got you. Yeah. No fees, no cuts, we're fair. Build your future, feel the vibe. Ethical dreams worldwide. We'll cross the seas, the heart will soar. We lift you up forevermore. With every step, we're by your side. Together strong, let's ride the tide. IPAMS, we got you. Yeah, no fees, no cuts, we're fair. Build your future, feel the vibe. Now, ethical dreams worldwide.
Follow us on our social media at IPAMSPH. That is IPAMSPH, our official name. Beware of scammers and fake accounts.
These are our recommendations to our applicants when applying for the best jobs abroad. 1. Aim to impress your interviewer. You must be well-groomed during the interview, dress appropriately, communicate well in English, be confident during the interview, and be articulate and highlight your strengths and qualifications. 2. Most interviews toward the end will give you a chance to ask questions. Use this time to ask relevant and important questions or concerns you may have that need clarification. Oftentimes, this shows inquisitiveness and that you are really interested in joining the company. 3. Ensure that prior to your application or interview, visit the company's website and country of destination. Familiarize yourself with your employer's portfolio. Read about the country where you will potentially work, know about their culture, tradition, taxation, and laws of the land. 4. Get a 4-wheel driver's license, most commonly required for skilled workers and professionals. This is an additional skill that you can include in your application. It is highly recommended that you also apply for an international driving license 1 to 2 weeks prior to deployment. 5. Your resume/CV should enumerate records of your employment. Record must start from present to initial company, must be comprehensive with complete employment history and gaps with appropriate reasons. Always indicate tool and equipment handled, the brand and the model. 6. Always indicate your contact details in your resume/CV, permanent address, updated contact number, and your email address. Make sure that all this information is spelled correctly. 7. Have a medical checkup to ensure that you are medically fit for employment. Get appropriate medical treatment if you have medical issues prior to application. Have a healthy lifestyle. Get a dental checkup as needed, and mind your mental health. 8. Get your legal documents immediately prior to application. Process your passport for a 10-year validity. Process or renew your NBI clearance. Process your educational credentials, diplomas, training certificates, transcript of records, and Form 137 from high school. 9. Abide by the requirements given by IPAMS in the Department of Migrant Workers. Do not delay or prolong the process of your mobilization. Go to scheduled appointments, medical appointment, submission of documents, visa appointments, and orientation schedule. 10. Attend, participate, and listen well during orientations and discussions. Each country and employer have their own specific requirements. Be cooperative with the guidelines provided by IPAMS during orientations and discussions. 11. Before exiting your current country of employment abroad, get the required documents for work permit application from the EU, Canada, USA, Australia, and New Zealand. Obtain a foreign police clearance from all countries of residence within the past 5 years. Obtain a certificate of employment prior to leaving your current job. Good luck, you got this.
Looking for a job abroad? IPAMS is a DMW licensed recruitment agency offering the best opportunities for Filipinos since 1972. Explore the best job options in various industries and locations abroad. We are a 100% no-fee charging company. This means no placement fees, no processing fees, no salary deductions, no exception. See our jobs at ipams.com and follow us on our social media. Start your career today at IPAMS, uplifting lives.
IPAMS is a trusted recruitment partner since 1972. We offer absolutely 100% zero placement fees, providing Filipinos the best jobs abroad. We're uplifting lives.
Dreaming of working abroad? Come and join us on our Thursdays with IPAMS as we talk about our latest jobs, news, and more.
Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Of course, my name is Lala Macaranas. This is Thursdays with IPAMS. It's a special edition for today. Yes, as promised, I have to speak in English again, no, sa mga nanonood dyan. So, pasintabi naman. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening saan panig man kayo sa mundo. Siyempre, kasama natin si Mr. Clarence Alcaraz, ang aking technical. Siyempre, ang ating mga keyboard warriors, dalawa na. Of course, yan ay si Trina from Facebook and AC sa ating TikTok. So, if you have questions or comments na hindi natin mababasa, we will answer them straight away from the comment section. Of course, we're live streaming po. Live streaming simulcast to our official Facebook page, that's IPAMS PH, with 1.9 million likers and 2.2 million followers. Of course, we have the TikTok community, TikTok channel. Hello! Join us now. And we also have viewers from our YouTube channel, IPAMS PH. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will receive updates coming from us, especially with our latest job openings and announcements. Ayan, mga open day announcements. So, sa mga nanonood ngayon dyan, good afternoon. Saan ba kayo nanonood ngayon? Sa panig ng daigdig da? Dahil ang guest natin is from the United States of America via Zoom. Ayan, we'll have, nandito na po sila ngayon sa ating Zoom link. So, nagre-ready na sila. Nagpapasalamat tayo. We're very thankful because it's 1 a.m. their time in the USA, but they are available to answer questions. We'll talk about this upcoming job opportunity under, of course, by Healthstar International for Covenant Health. That the last time that they were here, that was like 3 years ago, but now they're back to hire nurses for Covenant Health. Of course, are we ready with our presentation? Of course, for everyone watching, we're live streaming simulcast live streaming, Facebook page, that's IPAMS PH, YouTube channel, IPAMS PH, and of course, our TikTok channel, IPAMS PH. Of course, let me introduce our guest. So, if our presentation is ready, Clarence. Okay. Our guest, of course, comes first from Covenant Health. Of course, Covenant Health is a member of Providence Health based in Texas, USA. And they've been hiring Filipinos, nurses particularly for Texas and New Mexico. Well, according to Terri's interview last July 28, 2022, I remember it clearly. She was one, along with Erin, they were guests in Johnny Gomez program, SOS, Servicio Ora Mismo Sigurado. I think now it's more than 350 Filipinos still under Government Health, and this is a direct placement opportunity. We have Terri Morris connected to us via Zoom, and we have from Healthstar International LLC, that's Erin Baird. I hope I pronounce her surname correctly. She's the president and CEO of Healthstar International. Of course, they've been with us, a partner. Yes, and then they've been hiring registered nurses in the Philippines since 1998. And their partner hospital is Covenant and Dieter Healthcare System. We are glad that they are available and willing to answer your questions. Good morning, ladies. Erin and Terri, good morning. And good afternoon from the Philippines.
Good morning.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Well, it's great. So, perhaps you might want to greet our live stream viewers. Today. We hope there are nurses watching right now who are interested to work in the USA. This is the best chance that you can drop your comments. So just a short greeting from you two lovely ladies.
Well, we're just excited that we're going to hopefully be there in just a little over a week. So we're excited to come back. This will be my third trip to get to come down and recruit. So I'm very excited to meet the nurses and get to be part of the whole environment of IPAMS again. In Manila, it's always exciting to get to come. So I look forward to meeting all of the nurses once we get there.
Wow. It's great. So let's go with our first question, because we don't want to have these ladies get their eye bags. They have to have a beauty sleep. Okay. Okay. We have first question for Terri. Okay, well, I mentioned a while ago, last 2022, I remember it right, that's July 28, when you had, during your interview with Mr. Johnny Gomez program. I hope you still remember him, Terri and Erin, no? It's Mr. Johnny Gomez. So you mentioned you have 350 nurses still with you. So my question is, it's been like 3 years. So how many nurses do you have right now in Covenant?
So I don't have an exact accurate count, but we know we're still well over our 350. We have, we had a few, between COVID and retrogression and a few of the things that happened the last few years. But we've got lots of nurses that have come, and I don't know of many that have left. So we're still sitting right around that same number. And I do absolutely remember that interview. I think I agreed to eat something that I shouldn't have agreed to. So I remember that interview well.
But what we clearly remember that your favorite is pancit.
Absolutely. And that still remains the same.
Okay, we'll ask our cook to prepare a pancit for you when you're here.
I'm very excited. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
The great part of having all our nurses here, they feed me all the time. So
the famous pancit and lumpia, they say.
Absolutely. And we actually have two.
Nag siya, ma'am. So, saside niya.
Ano nangyari? Did we lose connection?
Guys.
Mag-ano na lang ako, mag-ano ako, linya ko.
Go. Tama mo.
Okay, I hope you're still there. Hello? Oh, I think, we lost Terri. Yes. Yes, Erin. I think we lost Terri, yes. Okay. So I guess Terri will be back. She's just having a connection, a problem right now, technical problems. But my next question is for Erin. of course, well, we've been seeing this TikTok and Reels. Question for you, Erin. With the ongoing changes in the U.S. immigration policies and growing concerns on social media, particularly viral videos of foreign nationals, even those with citizenship being sent back to their home countries. Well, sometimes we receive these inquiries because these nurses, they feel anxious about their future. So, have any similar incident affected Filipino nurses deployed through Healthstar International? Or what assurance can you also give for those who may be having doubts about their long-term security and status in the United States?
Well, I think it's a good question. I think it's good to look at, but also knowing that probably what we're seeing even overseas are clips of unique incidences that are not as widespread as they're made to look. So I would just reassure our nurses that are considering interviewing with us in the next few weeks, including those that are processing. I don't know if we've got some friends on here of nurses that are already processing with Healthstar and Covenant. But I would just reassure them to let them know that we've had no incidents with our Filipino nurses. We've had no incidences with any of our nurses from any country that we've hired from, but especially the Philippines. And of course, knowing that every single candidate with Healthstar goes through a ethical, transparent, direct hire experience that is completely legal. So we work with the top immigration attorneys in the United States to make sure that we are doing everything correctly, and that the nurses we bring over feel really comfortable knowing that they've been brought over in a very ethical, correct way to join Covenant Health. So our nurses, as you know, are not on temporary contracts. They're not on travel contracts. They're on employment-based third preference visas or green card visas, which is the most secure way to emigrate to the U.S. So I would just let our nurses know that you're not alone. We will walk with you every single step of the way, and we are still here. We don't abandon you once you come to the U.S. also. So between Healthstar and Covenant, you're in good hands.
Okay. We've been receiving comments. Aside from nurses, they're hoping that you're going to have opportunities for biomedical technicians and radiologic technologies. So they've been making comments about here. And healthcare with Joanna Mangkiling says she's also hoping that Healthstar will have opportunities for healthcare workers, because she says here, Joanna Mangkiling, she has national certificate level 2 as a healthcare worker. And there's another one, therapist. They're inquiring, Maha Boton. Okay, another inquiry here is that he's based in Saudi Arabia, but he's hoping if we have opportunities for biomedical technicians. So, so we have viewers in the Middle East, and we have one viewer from Facebook, Melissa Medina. Hi. So we will have more questions about this one. Well, we apologize that I think Terri's connection, she's not yet connected. She's not yet connected. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question, Erin. Okay, so my next question would be, do you still see hiring more Filipino nurses to work with Covenant Health after this campaign?
Absolutely. I think that the long-term vision for both Covenant and for Healthstar is to continue recruiting nurses in the Philippines, specifically for Covenant, but also for our other clients as well. You know, we have been working with IPAMS. I think the slideshow said 20 years, but we've been working with IPAMS for 30 years.
Oh my goodness, 30 years already. Wow.
I think it's, if I'm doing my math correctly, I think it's been 30 years.
Oh.
And we continue to see a really strong demand for highly qualified nurses, and Filipino nurses are very valued. They're highly valued because the education is comparable to the US. They're phenomenal nurses. They have phenomenal work ethic. And it's a place that I think that our partnership with IPAMS in the Philippines will just continue to grow, and there will always be a demand for nurses, and specifically Filipino nurses.
We have one viewer here. She was saying, Rochelle Bautista Gabriel, of course, licensed nurse in the Philippines and USRN with more than a decade of experience. Well, Rochelle, apply now. Covenant will be coming.
Okay.
Yes, I think Terry is already online.
Wait, let me check.
Okay, so Clarence is fixing her connection. Of course, let's read some few comments here from nurses. If you have questions, if you are, registered nurse there, would like to explore opportunities in the United States, it's safe. United States needs more Filipino nurses. Erin, my sister, is also a nurse in the U.S. Yeah, she's been there for a long time. I think she's based in California. But it's an assurance saying that the nurses there, they have a lucrative career. They also she's been promoted as well. So it meaning to say they will not stay as nurse, but they will also progress with their career. Am I correct, Erin?
Oh, absolutely. I think Terry will speak to this when we can get her on even better. But I think that's the beautiful part, is that the opportunity is here. So once we recruit nurses with anywhere from 2 years of experience upward, once you get to the U.S., you are always considered for promotions, for additional opportunities, for advancement, for furthering your education. It's just Covenant specifically invests so much into their nurses, which is why they're one of our longest partners.
Yes. Perhaps, Terry, you can add more to that?
And I apologize. I hate that I'm having technical difficulties.
No problems. You're back.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of our nurses have been with us for a long time. And some of our nurses have promoted really quickly. So we had, Miss Janet P.S. She's been with us over, I guess, about 29 years. She's actually just retiring as a teacher at our School of Nursing. We have our own nursing school.
Wow.
She has been teaching there for many years. We have, Catherine Albano has been with us for a long time.
Yes.
She's an assistant nurse manager. A lot of nurse educators. So there's charge nurses. The opportunities are absolutely there. So I tell everyone, if you dream it, we can make it happen. We just have to do the steps to get there. We have an internal promotion program as you progress in your RN. So that includes additional pay and additional opportunities. And I would say probably at least 80% of my Filipino nurses take advantage of that and continue to grow within our company.
Yeah, I remember the interview we had with Johnny Gomez. You mentioned about the insurance, including the pets. That's the only thing I remember.
Okay.
I hope I'm a nurse and I can bring my 6 cats there in the U.S.
Yes. So our benefit package is still amazing. We're the third largest faith-based hospital system in the U.S. And so with that, it gives us a lot of opportunity to have some of the best health insurance. And that it does include our furry pets, including our dogs and cats. So I have my dog. I'm at home doing this interview, and I have my dog sitting beside me. So that is on our insurance.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is our 4th question now. So Erin and Terry can answer these questions. Of course, my next question is that, well, you've been recruiting nurses for like 30 years now because, of course, Erin corrected me on that one. Well, in your observation, both of you, so have you observed noticeable differences in work styles, attitudes, or behaviors among nurses from different generations? The Generation X, that's us, okay, the millennials and the Gen Z. So how do these generational dynamics impact the overall hospital work environment and team harmony?
So I will tell you that, nursing care is nursing care. And so, where you see some of those generational differences, there's really more just in the technology base of it. When I started nursing, we didn't have all the different technologies and tools that we have. So we've grown. But as far as nursing care, nursing care is the same regardless of what age we're at. And so I think my younger generation values their time off, whereas my generation was work all the time. And so, we're self-scheduling here at Covenant. So once you're off of orientation, you're able to work your own schedule. And we work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts. So you're able to have that time off that you want. Now, there's always availability to work overtime. There's always people that need help. But, for our younger generation that really value that time off, I will tell you, our newer nurses that have arrived probably over the last 5 to 7 years, they travel together a lot. And so they work their time so that they can go all over and see the United States. They didn't, whereas my older generation were working 4 and 5 days a week because they wanted the overtime money to send home. My younger generations, they're actually going and seeing all the different places inside the United States and going home more often. And so I think that's probably the biggest difference is using that time differently.
That's great. That's great. Well, can you add more to that one, Erin? And before you're going to answer that question, Erin, of course, we've been receiving comments. Rechi Ramos, one of our IPAMS healthcare recruiters, also joining, answering comments to those inquiring about the nurse opportunity for Healthstar for Healthstar International and Covenant Health. There was this one greeting that I have to read from John Nathan Yadaw. He's mentioning here, hoping you have hiring for caregivers and healthcare assistant currently working in a JCI accredited hospital in the Philippines. Wow, we hope we will going to have that soon. Cross fingers. Okay, and there's one inquiry if you have opportunities for NICU nurse. Okay, I think Rechi already answered that she's feeding information how they're going to send their application. And of course, Glenn Villanueva is sending his regards to both of you, and he'll see you soon. That's what he's saying from the comment section. Okay, so Terri, Erin, can you add more to what Terri has mentioned?
Yeah, I would just say that you probably see generational differences in any field, including nursing. But I think Terri really spoke really well that, what nurses really require are empathy, and that's something that nurses have regardless of generation. And so I think the generational differences just really they balance the teams, right? It blends the experience, it blends the type of people who are working together, and they create wonderful teams that are providing excellent patient care. So I think, yes, there are differences, but we believe that, nursing care, as Terri said, is nursing care.
I see. Okay. Well, additionally to that question, we've been receiving viral videos, and then content creators who are also nurses, Filipino nurses. So they often portray generational traits, sometimes, humorously. So you see these representations as, is it helpful in understanding the differences, or do you see this as potentially harmful in the workplace culture?
I think that the videos can be funny. I think that at times they could maybe reinforce stereotypes, how, a young nurse acts versus an older nurse acts. So I really just think, we believe in conversation and face-to-face interactions with nursing teams and the patients for which we care.
I see. Okay. What do you think, Terri, with that question? Can you add more to that?
Yes, I agree. I will tell you that it takes all of us. I wouldn't want a nurse force that was all one age group. I think it takes all of us. We all add value, and we all learn from one another. I learn just as much from a new nurse as I do from a nurse that's been with me 20 years. We all have that value and bring something to the table. the older nurse has years and years that she can add to you of being able to take care of patients and things that they have seen. Whereas our younger nurses are bringing in that newest education, that new fresh out of school approach, And so I think, like I said, what we both bring to the table is excellent. In all of our nursing units, we strive to make sure we have that balance. Diversity is a lot of things. And one of those is our age group. And so I'd always think, the more I can bring to diversity and equality to our teams, the better off we are as just an overall general hospital system.
Okay, that's great. We have another commenter here, Nels Nars Mords. That's his Facebook name. With almost 20 years of nursing experience in different areas of nursing fields. With New York NCLEX eligibility but not yet passed the exam, we'll try the exam again soon. Am I eligible to pay at to apply at IPAMS? Is he eligible? What do you think?
I mean, it sounds like he's eligible. I think we'd have to look at the individual case, but it sounds like you have a really deep desire to come to the U.S., which is why you've already started exploring that through New York. Of course, we'd like for you to explore that through Texas. But it sounds like you've got a deep interest, and that's kind of the first step in taking that step.
Okay. Well, Nels Nars Mords, if you're interested to work in Texas instead of New York, just send us your resume and we'll be happy to evaluate your application. You can send them over to Rechi Ramos, and her email address is usrn@ipams.com. Okay, so ladies, we'll just have a short break and then we'll be right back with the remaining 4 questions. So stay tuned.
This time check is brought to you by Hok Guan Manufacturing Corporation. A taste of excellence.
Okay, we're now back. With more questions from the viewers. At the same time, we still have more questions for Terri and Erin to answer. But of course, this is Thursdays with IPAMS, and we're talking about topics for today is that registered nurse's dream. Is USA still worth it as an opportunity for you to explore? Of course, we still have, of course, Terri Morris. She's a nurse. She's a licensed nurse in the U.S. for Covenant Health. She's one of the hiring managers coming here in the Philippines, and of course, Erin Baird. She's the CEO of Healthstar International LLC. She will also be here on July 28 up to August 1 to entertain nurses who are willing to work in Texas, USA. Of course, we just keep dropping your comments and we'll be happy to answer them. Okay, of course, Erin and Terri says, Nels Nars Mords. Thank you very much, he says. So it means to say we have a new applicant here watching the show. Okay. We also have a commenter. She's an OR nurse from Sue M. Canlas. Thank you for watching. Okay, we have another question before we ask the question number 5 from Aini Baltolome. So either you or Erin can answer this one. Okay, my daughter is a licensed nurse in the Philippines. She is currently working for 3 years now in one of the big hospitals in the Philippines. May I know if it's necessary to take NCLEX exam to be qualified? So can you answer this question, Erin or Terri?
Happy to.
So-
No, you do not yet have to have the NCLEX exam taken and passed before you apply. That is part of the process that we will help you through. So if you do already have a passing NCLEX, that's wonderful. We will interview you and give you the opportunity to come to the U.S. If you do not yet have your NCLEX exam, Terri will interview you and give you an opportunity as well. So it's not necessary to have the NCLEX done before you interview, and it's actually one of the steps that we will assist with along the way.
Okay, great.
The one advice I would give, though, is if you're interested in coming to anywhere in the United States, start studying for the NCLEX. Even if you just go online and do a few questions a day, the better prepared you are, the better success you're going to have when you take our state boards.
Okay, that's great. At least there's some now we're now stirring up interest from the social media. Of course, Donna Sevilla, okay, we'll come into that later, yeah, regarding your question. So we're now go to the question number 5. I think the PowerPoint is also ready. So this is a question for Terri. Well, this is in reference to your previous live stream that was 3 years ago. My goodness. You've mentioned in the live stream before with Johnny Gomez, the salary was like average or minimum of $30 per hour. Of course, with life insurance covering the whole family and pets and other assistance. Are there additional benefits you have introduced over the last 3 years, or is this still the same? So, are you free to share new salary packages, perks, Terri?
So absolutely, my starting pay has definitely gone up, so that's always a good thing. Our brand new nurses that were fresh out of nursing school are starting at $34 an hour now, so that's a $4 increase from back then. Now that's based on years of experience. Because I require nurses to have a minimum of 2 years experience, it will always be higher than that $34. So I base your income or your hourly wage based upon your years of experience as a hospital nurse. So 34 is the bare minimum. That's the base of what someone will get, and it will go up from there. Insurance benefits are still excellent. That has not changed. They've added more, as time goes. The great part about health insurance is that it's day one. So if you start with Covenant on, February 1st, you are covered with insurance, as well as your family is covered, your children and your husband that you put on the insurance, or your spouse, are covered the same day. So that's the great perk. We've had nurses that have arrived and, within their first week of being here, one of the children gets sick. And so we're able to provide that healthcare insurance once they start. So that's a huge perk to coming here.
Wow. Okay. We have another question from the Facebook, from Hinata Hitsuki Jiro. May I know if you're hiring licensed practical nurse? So I'm not sure if we have that opportunity when you come here. So Erin, I think we'll have that, and Terri in the future, right?
So are they a licensed, so they're an LPN?
Yeah, she mentioned that he's a licensed practical nurse. I think we also have a course here about practical nursing aside from the BS for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I think it's the practical nursing is like a vocational course here in the Philippines.
So Erin, I believe you'll need to take that. I believe that we do require the bachelor's prepared nurse.
We do. So for this recruitment trip, we're looking for bachelor degree prepared nurses with 2 years of work experience. But I know we're hearing a lot of interest for all kinds of healthcare positions, and so it's something that as we grow our partnership, we can explore those other careers for sure.
Okay, so you heard that from us first. Okay, we also have another question here from Jack Cada, Philippine licensed nurse as hemodialysis. Is there available position for me?
So we have a kidney transplant program here at our hospital. So our nurses that are interested in dialysis, they will usually start on my renal floor and work there. I will tell you that my dialysis unit is primarily, it appears to be almost all Filipino nurses now. We have a large group that work in dialysis because they transition there very easily. But we tell everyone, you'll start probably in a med-surg unit. That is 90% of the time where you're going to start. But we have an easy transfer policy. If you're interested in a specific unit, you may start med-surg with me today. But as long as you stay hospital bedside nursing, and so dialysis being one of those units, you're always able to put in to transfer to that unit if they have an opening after you've been here for 6 months. So lots of dialysis interest, but I'm going to put you in a like-minded. If you have a cardiac background, I'm going to try to put you with cardiac. And same with dialysis, I'm going to put you with kidney patients.
Okay. Bell Lee Castaneda from Facebook, he's also asked, of course, I think we already answered this question. We accept applicants with NCLEX. Now his question is, do you accept applicants with NCLEX but currently not working in the bedside?
So that's a sticky question.
Yes,
I,
it is. I think he's working in a BPO company, healthcare
Yes.
BPO, yes.
So it's very, very important to me that our nurses have current bedside experience. Medicine changes, our medications change, our procedures change. So it is critical that you have that bedside experience and that you still be currently working. So being in a BPO, I understand there's lots of reasons for that, but I would highly encourage them to go back to bedside if they're looking to fulfill that, coming to the United States. And because once you get here, there's a lot of technology that's going to be required. Everything here is computer, charting, computerized procedures, lots of different things for them to learn. So I need them to be currently at bedside. Now, that's not saying they can't apply. That's just saying that I would encourage them, if they were given an offer, they would have to go back bedside until they came to the United States.
Okay. Of course, aside from what Covenant mentioned, from Healthstar Erin, what support can you offer also to Filipino registered nurses if they choose to be placed under Healthstar International?
Yes. So I would say that the benefits of working with Healthstar International on your journey, and IPAMS on your journey with Covenant, would be that we walk nurses through every single step. So we're walking nurses through from the NCLEX exam to immigration, all the way to onboarding and arrival in the U.S. So you've got, I think, the best of all the teams. You have IPAMS that is working with you in real time on your time zone, answering your questions when it's convenient for you, rather than waiting for us to answer you in the United States. And then, as soon as our IPAMS team is going to sleep in the Philippines, our Texas and Oklahoma teams are waking up and picking up your case and working on your case while you're sleeping in the Philippines. And so together, our teams check in regularly. You are, the benefits of working with Healthstar is we're a family company. We believe in people first, and you're never just a file in our system, you're a person. And when you finally get here, from your NCLEX exam to your immigration paperwork being filed to flying in on your airplane and arriving really late and tired in Lubbock, Texas, we are cheering you on and we are waiting to see your arrival pictures. And so I would say that that's the benefit of working with us. We're ethical. We have a no-fee model for our nurses. And we do our best to prepare nurses for life in the United States to be the amazing nurses that we know they are, who acclimate really well to U.S. culture.
Okay. From the YouTube channel, of course, you have so many greetings, Erin and Terri. Shout out according to our General Manager, Perla Patricio, and to Glenn and to the Project A team. They're saying hi. Everyone is watching. Of course, my roommate, Bel Domingo, is also watching. So everyone is greeting here for Healthstar. Okay, let's go to the final question of the day. So you can now sleep early. Oh, it's already late. It's already late for your bedtime, ladies. I know, but we've been receiving so many comments from Facebook right now. How about TikTok? Are we receiving so many comments? Oh, we're also receiving so many comments also from TikTok, because the reason why we created TikTok is that there's so many nurses on TikTok. So that's why this is an opportunity that we are sharing these information for you guys. Okay, we also have questions here, and Reggie has been very active responding to these questions. There's another question from Joy Rio Olmedo. I am a labor and delivery nurse midwife since 2009. I worked in Saudi Arabia hospital setting, but currently managing my birthing center now for 11 years. NCLEX passer here. Can I join the interview? Willing to undergo trainings to be qualified or work in the hospital if required. Thanks. So that's a question from Christy Joy Rio Olmedo. Ladies?
So on So on this actual trip, I will not be hiring for our labor and delivery department. However, what I would like them to do is send their resume through IPAMS, and I will send that directly to our labor and delivery manager, and then she will go through the resume, look at the experience level, and we can reach back out through that connection once I get back home.
Wow.
So we're always willing to look at applications. We're always willing to look at areas of interest. And so letting us have that opportunity might not be while I'm there, but can definitely be when I get home.
Okay. There was this other greeter from Facebook. He's hoping that you will hire pharmacies for the hospital. That's from Bing Bing. I think this is the guy that who's keep on greeting us. He's from Watson. I think this is the guy. So we're hoping we're going to have hospital pharmacies in the future. Okay. Home care nurse, of course, that's a different one, but they were also inquiring about this one. We don't have a home care nurse right now under Covenant Health or Healthstar. We're hoping to have them in the future. Endoscopy experience from Julie Ann. She's also inquiring from Facebook.
Absolutely. I mean, we have an endoscopy area. And so, I think the biggest thing that I will tell nurses that want to come to Covenant and to the United States is that flexibility. I was a cardiac nurse most of my career. But when, I've worked also in pediatrics. I've also worked for mom baby and in different areas. And I think that's the flexibility piece. We're nurses. And so when you come to the U.S., I'm really needing medical med-surg nurses. So you're primarily going to work in those medical surgical areas. So just having that flexibility and the willingness to learn, and cross-train into new areas. And then you can always apply if you really have a passion for a certain type of nursing. You can always apply to go to those units after you've been here for 6 months. But, I tell everyone, come and learn. That first, 6 months, you're learning not only how to be a nurse in the U.S., but you're acclimating to a whole new culture and a whole new weather. And, you're still figuring out where the grocery store is and getting your kids acclimated. So, just being willing to be flexible. I think that is the number one thing that I ask our nurses to do. And we show grace as you're learning those new procedures and new places. So there's lots of opportunity, just being willing to kind of grow as I have several OR nurses that we've hired from the Philippines that they came over, started working in a med surg area. And then some of them have transferred to the OR. I just ran into one yesterday that just moved over to our children's hospital OR that had no children's hospital OR experience before. They'd only worked in the adult OR. But they're super excited about that new opportunity. So there's just so many chances for you to grow your career once you're here too.
Okay, it's great. It's great. Okay, last question before we end this live stream for Healthstar and Covenant for Terri and Erin. Well, some of the viewers here have children, they have nieces or nephews currently studying nursing. What advice would you give them as they pursue this path? Do you believe that nursing profession will remain relevant, in demand, and financially rewarding in the next 5 years or beyond?
So nursing care is never going to go away. There's a lot of professions that, AI and different things can do, but the actual bedside taking care of a human is always going to have to be a nursing profession. So if you look at the opportunities for nurses over the last, 10 years, it used to be you worked a hospital or a clinic. Now there's so many opportunities for us as nurses to continue to grow in our practice, from not only getting our bachelor's degree, but, our master's degree and in our nurse prac. There's so many different things that we can do. So we are absolutely relevant. Nursing is going to be the most trusted profession in the U.S. And has been ranked for over 20 years as the number one most respected profession. So we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to hire nurses for many, many years. That's not going to change. I think what's going to change is we're going to have more opportunities to continue to grow and do all kinds of different things inside of healthcare. Financially, pay is only going to go up. You see that just from 22 to 25, I've already gone up $4 an hour. So we're going to stay current with the market, and we do a market analysis every year of our nursing pay to make sure that we're still competitive and that we're paying the best for our region. So that's only going to get better. It's never going to go down. It always goes up.
Wow. That's very encouraging words from you, Terri. So, Erin, can you add more to that one? Or what do you think?
I would just echo what Terri mentioned. Nursing isn't going anywhere. I mean, it remains one of the most stable, respected, and needed careers globally, not just in the United States. And it's especially important with aging populations like in the United States, in our rural hospitals. And if you're prepared, the opportunities will come. So, Terri mentioned working bedside. We've got a lot of technology in the U.S. that nurses need to be proficient in. And so one of the things to best position yourself for a career in the United States is to be working actively bedside, not only in preparation for your interview, but in preparation for arrival in the U.S. if you're given an opportunity. And then the other part I would say is that your English proficiency matters. So really investing in your English now is incredibly important. So speaking in English, watching American television, it's really going to help open doors for your opportunities to the U.S. And also just make sure that you're going to be incredibly successful once you arrive.
Wow. All right. So there you have it. Of course, we have Terri Morris from Covenant Health and Erin Baird from Healthstar International LLC. So we'll see you last week of July. Thank you very much for your time, ladies. We truly appreciate your presence.
We can't wait.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and then, okay, thank you very much. Of course, once again, that's Terri Morris and Erin Baird. Of course, they will be joining the recruitment event from July 28 to August 1 here at the IPAMS office. If you are a nurse looking for an opportunity to work in the United States, this is the best time for you to submit your application with us. You can send your applications to usrn@ipams.com or just drop by at the IPAMS office. Well, if you're currently in the hospital and you just finish your duty, you're within the proximity of IPAMS, just come here. We'll be happy to accommodate you. We'll also give you a cup of coffee if you're a bit sleepy from the duty. Okay? So thank you, ladies. We'll have a short break. We'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
We make it easy for you to apply online. Use your laptop, personal computer, or tablet, and go to our website at IPAMS.com. Go to the job seekers page to see our current jobs and register to apply. Fill out your profile and upload your resume. Search for jobs that match your field and expertise. Log in anytime to update your details. It's that easy. You can also download the IPAMS mobile app for free. No hidden costs, no hidden charges. Download it at the App Store or Google Play Store. Browse through our jobs, whenever, wherever, be on the go. Get notifications and job alerts. Know our events and interview schedules. They are updated in real time. And there you have it. Applying online with IPAMS is as easy as 1, 2, 3. We make it easy for you to apply online.
Follow us on our social media at IPAMSPH. That is IPAMSPH, our official name. Beware of scammers and fake accounts.
Of of course, we're back now to our regular programming. Of course, that's a special edition. Thank you very much for all the nurses na nagjo-join sa ating comment section. Sa mga hindi namin nabasa ang mga questions, of course, we have Rechi, we have Trina who's going to answer your comments sa Facebook at saka sa TikTok. So, hello once again. This is Thursdays with IPAMS. My name is Lala Macaranas. Siyempre, hanggang 3:30 pa po tayo to answer your comments, and we have exciting job opportunities na i-announce namin sa inyo. So, shout out naman dyan sa mga nanonood pa, lalong-lalo na po dyan sa YouTube channel natin. Siyempre, yung mga hindi ko nabasa ang mga names, baka biglang mawalan ako ng viewers doon, ha? Wait lang. Biglang wait lang. Ayan, siyempre, ang ating mga viewers po dyan na regular, yan, Project ABE, thank you for watching. Mr. Max Lompot, yan, artistahin yan, si Sir Max. Si Monica Claire, yan, of course, si Kate Villanueva, nagpapa-shoutout kay Sir Carlo. Si Ate Babes, na laging unang-una sa linya. Leia, ang aking mahal na si Maharlika. Of course, si aking dating roommate, si Miss Mikay. Ayan, nanonood po sila sa ating YouTube channel. Siyempre, yung mga nanonood pa rin sa TikTok community, shoutout sa inyo. And balik na po tayo sa mga inquiries ninyo dyan. Yep. Siyempre, ito naman may mga announcement tayo ng mga bagong job opportunities. Ayan, so mga tanong-tanong dito na kung may mga nurses tayo, registered nurses in the US or international. Well, right now, based sa interview natin, Zoe Greenheart ay USA ang ating opportunity for nurses. Ayan, siyempre marami na nagtatanong dyan, paano daw mag-apply sa IPAMS? Ready na ba ang ating 4 ways and more? Ayan, sige, 4 ways and more po kung paano mag-a-apply sa IPAMS, pa-screenshot na yan. Ayan, para alam na ninyo. Of course, number 1 po ay meron tayong team bahay. So, you can apply through our website, ipams.com job seeker section. Kung kayo po ay may account na through IPAMS, syempre, all you have to do is log in. Na yun, kung wala pa po, ay pwede mag-register para po kayo po ay makapag-apply online. Ayan. Next one natin, syempre, kung ikaw ay high-tech ang telepono, kagaya ng telepono ni AC. Anong telepono mo, AC? Ano ba siya? Samsung? Uy, naka-Apple na siya. Ayan. So, Apple Store or Google Play Store, meron po tayong IPAMS mobile app. Available yan for free. No subscription required. Ang gagawin lang natin para makareceive ng notification is to choose lang po 3 job specification. Yan. Para pag may latest postings po kami, of course, you will receive your notification real time. Of course, hindi mawawala ang mga traditional applicants natin. Mga traditional applicants talaga sinabi ko. Yung ibig ko sabihin ng traditional applicants ay yung naninigurado. So, punta lang po kayo dito sa IPAMS office, Mondays to Fridays, from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Pero kung ikaw ay nurse, of course, we will accommodate your application hanggang alas 5 ng hapon. Yan. Kahit katatapos pa na ng duty mo, pupungas-pungas ka pa, gusto mong magkape, dito ka na lang sa IPAMS. Kakausapin ka pa ni Rechi or ni Rems para sa mga job opportunities natin under Covenant Health, Healthstar International. Ayan, okay. So, lastly naman po ay, kung kayo ay nagfa-follow sa aming mga social media pages, each job postings namin ay may mga email addresses na nakapublish dyan. So, babasahin nyo yung body caption naman namin, no? Hindi yung picture lang. Andun po yung email address, nakapublish doon, at doon po kayo pwede magpadala ng inyong application. Yan. Okay, sige. Marami na rin mga tanong dito. May mga bago tayong mga job opportunities na ipinost natin. At ito ay highly requested syempre ni Mr. Glenn Villanueva. Paki-advertise naman daw ang aming mga job opening, sabi ni Sir Glenn. O ito, Sir Glenn, ready na tayo. Okay, meron po tayong kapopost lang. At inaantay namin ng approval sa Department of Migrant Workers para po mag-walk-in kayo dito sa IPAMS office for our Shark Flexible Packaging Factories. Yan. Okay, of course, naalala ko si nanay ko, Nanay Lorna sa US. Naalala mo si tatay, Al-Shark din yung kumpanya na, no? Pero ito po ay Al-Shark Flexible Packaging Factories. Sa Saudi Arabia po ito based. Ang hinahanap po nilang mga trabahador na operators, supervisors, at yan, at saka mga technicians. Ito po yung ang product nila ay yung mga packaging pa ng ng mga sitserya. Parang may aluminum ba siya, Clarence? Yung mga sitserya. O kaya yung mga nasiseal na mga packages, ganon. O di kaya po ay yung mga parang aluminum siya na mga packages na na packs na naka-seal sa top and bottom. So ganong klase po yung mga hinahanap nilang mga workers, no, mga supervisors, ayan, may CPP machine operators, may rotogravure printing operator, CI flexo printing operator, solvent-based lamination operator, solventless lamination operator, slitting operator flexible, 3-side seal machine operator, and primary slitting operation. Meron din tayong ink mixer na opportunity. Of course, assistant manager for ink manufacturing and ink kitchen. Nangangailangan din tayo ng electronics technicians, mechanical technicians na may experience sa flexible or film lamination, no? Metallized operators, mga QC inspector for films and flexible, and wicketer bag machine operators. Ayan, pwede mag-walk-in sa IPAMS office niyan. Kung kayo po ay nagtatrabaho po sa particular manufacturing company na nagki-create po ng mga packaging ng mga sitserya, no? Kagaya nung paborito kong cookies lately, Clarence, no? Ganun yung packaging nun eh. Yung parang aluminum yung loob. Ayun, ganun pong klaseng mga trabahador po from that manufacturing ang hinahanap natin. That's for Al Shark Flexible Packaging Factories po in Saudi Arabia. Of course, we still need architectural designers for Bandar Abdullah Al Mansour. Papahahanapin na ni Clarence yung ad namin yan. Yes, architectural designer po rin yan for Saudi Arabia. Open pa rin po tayo dyan sa opportunity na yan. So, apply na po rin dito sa IPAMS office. Ngayon po, may announcement din po ang ating New Zealand. Patuloy po ang hiring ng ating mga scaffolders, no? I think tuloy pa rin, or metal fabrication, technician. Ayan, metal fabrication welder yata, or double check mo. Ayan, may New Zealand opportunity pa po tayo sa mga nagtatanong dyan ng New Zealand. Ipapakita yan ni Clarence. Of course, sa mga nagtatanong, may placement fee daw kami. Uy, wala kaming placement fee, ah. Wala talaga. Promise. Try mong mag-apply sa amin din sa nagtanong ng placement fee. Ayan. Okay, so may opening pa po kami for New Zealand. Kapopost mo lang yan noong nakaraan, Clarence. I think that's metal welder fabricators yun. Nakuha mo rin. Ayan. So, Mondays to Fridays po, pwede kayo mag-walk-in dito sa IPAMS office for metal welder fabricators. Open din po ito sa babae, ha? Okay, at ang ating visa po dyan ay yung tawag yung visa niyan, yung approved, accredited employers work permit, AEWP. Ayan, sabi nga nila, which is ang validity po nung visa pong yun ay 3 years. At since category 3 po ito, meaning to say po, itong New Zealand job opportunity na to ay walang required na English test para kumuha ng work permit. Ayan, metal welder fabricator, open yan for walk-in application Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. hanggang 3 p.m. I think hanggang 3 p.m. ito. Ayan, okay. Siyempre, yung nagtatanong yung iba, no, yun lang bang opening nyo sa medical or healthcare? Open pa rin po yung ating tinatawag na mga medical officers. So, ang tinutukoy natin dito yung mga doctors na to, no, Clarence, saka AC, no? Medical officers for emergency medicine and medical officers for internal medicine. Ayan, may opening tayo for East Timor. Ayan, baka sa mga gusto pong mga doktor dyan from emergency medicine or internal medicine na willing mag-shift at mag-take ng BOSHET, no, training. Kasi po ang assignment nito ay usually sa offshore na doktor. So yan, available pa po tayo diyan for Stanford Medical based sa East Timor. Ayan, ipapakita ni Clarence. Yan. Meron din tayong senior nurse, ha? Kung medyo alanganin ka pang mag-US, gusto mo mag-senior nurse sa East Timor, ayan. Meron din tayo, Stanford Medical LDA, ayan. Ipakita mo nga ulit, Clarence, yung medical officers na ad, yan. Okay, so available pa po yan. Pwedeng mag-walk-in, pwede ring ipadala sa website, sa mobile app, or sa email addresses na nakapublish dyan sa aming screen. Ayan. Okay, project accountant. I think account to ni EAC. BL Harbert po, Djibouti, East Africa, nangangailangan pa rin po ng project accountant. Ayan. So, baka may nanonood dyan na project accountant. Ayan, may opportunity po tayo for BL Harbert. BL Harbert is actually a US-based construction project management ang kanilang mga projects. And we have another, nasa website naman natin to, we have a job opportunity for Central Africa, that's in Cameroon. Ayan, Cameroon, hindi po ito yung rebusado. Cameroon, yan. That's in, I think, East ba or Central Africa ang Cameroon, We have maintenance and electrical technician. Meron din tayong gravure, tama sana yung pronunciation ko, printing operator. We have slater rewinder operator, lamination machine operator, quality control technician, flexible packaging and labels, production manager, flexible packaging and label, die casting, embossing and sheeting operator, and flexo printing operator. Ayan, mamili ka. Gusto mo bang mag-Saudi Arabia dahil walang tax? Or gusto mong mag-apply ng mga opportunities na to sa Cameroon under etiquette SARL. Ayan, nasa website po namin yung mga job opportunities na nabanggit ko for Africa, for packaging company rin, na kagaya din po nung Al-Shark. Ayan. Okay, at nako, eto kanina, may nagbasa kanina dun sa IPAMS alert channel namin Ayan, nagtanong nga siya kanina na ano daw po ba yung requirement? Oo, wala po, ito ay ina-announce ko pa lang in advance, pero ipopost namin eventually yung job opportunity namin ito later. This is for Fiji Island. Wala pa siya sa website ata, Clarence. Okay. Kasi nai-announce natin to sa broadcast channel natin. Meron tayong job opportunity for number 1. Nakita ko yan na may nag-comment dyan sa Facebook. Hydroponic, farm manager. Hydroponic ang nito, ang requirement. Based sa ibinigay na papel sa akin ni Ma'am Perla na job description. Nasaan na ba yun, Ma'am Perla? Ayan, may job description ako dito Sasabihin ko na, baka yung mga taga Nueva Ecija dyan, nag-hydroponic farming dyan. Oo, kagaya ni TJ, nagbebenta ng lettuce sa amin. Oo, sa hydroponic farming daw niya nakukuha yan. Okay, saan na ba yung job description ko niyan? Ayan. Sa mga interesado, we have Farm and Hydroponic Operations Manager. Okay, we will post it soon, pero sinasabi ko na po, this is for Fiji Island. Yan, meron po tayong Farm and Hydroponic Operations Manager. Siyempre, kailangan po nito ng experience. Dapat indoor farm system ang alam niya. Traditional hydroponic and indoor farm system ang dapat alam niya. Of course, mag-handle po ito ng mga farmers. Ayan. At saka meron po siyang basic equipment maintenance and electrical oversight. Ayan. So, interested ba kayo dyan? Hydroponic farm manager. Antayin nyo lang po yung ating posting sa ating website. Ayan. Meron din po tayong, kung ayaw nyo mag-Africa, na accountant. Meron din tayong accountant for Fiji Island, senior accountant. Ayan. So, baka gusto nyo rin po mag-apply dito po sa Fiji Island. Ipopost namin, kung paano kayo mag-a-apply soon sa mga binabanggit ko pong job opportunity for Fiji Island. Ayan. Meron din po kayong pinost sa ating, sa ating broadcast channel na, na female photographer. So, stay tuned po. Sino mga interesado mag-abroad dyan? Abu Dhabi. Female photographers. Naghahanap po tayo dyan. Ipopost namin yung qualification soon and paano kayo mag-a-apply. At the same time, ano yung announcement ni, magpapa-audition na naman tayo ng dancers? Ayan, next week. Abangan. O, sinong gusto magbagong buhay dyan? Magkakaroon kami ng job opportunity for dancers para po sa ating long-time client na Miral Experiences o TikTok. Yung mga maraming sumasayaw sa TikTok dyan. We're going to look for dancers na kaya ding mag-hosting at the same time. Ayan. So, meron po tayong dancers, male and female yan. Hindi natin masasabi, pero this is under Miral Experiences, so hindi natin sure kung saan ma-assign yan, whether sa Ferrari World ba yan, sa Yas Water World, or sa Warner Brothers, or malay nyo. Pero, Next year pa yun eh, yung Disneyland. Disneyland Abu Dhabi, next year pa yun. So, abangan ninyo yung announcement namin. So, kung kailan po tayo magpapag-go-see ng mga dancers, freelance ka ba? Or currently connected ka sa entertainment company? Gusto mong mag-abroad, this is your best time to shine, sabi nga natin. Ayan, naalala ko dati yan, no, Clarence, no, nagpa-go-see tayo dito sa IPAMS. Yes. Ang daming magagaling na dancers. Maniwala kayo, nakaka-amaze. Kasi isa ako sa mga nag-judge dun eh. Ayan, so ready na ninyo ang inyong mga pyesa, ready na ang mga dance move, at abangan ang aming announcement for a go-see event, audition para po sa dancers. Siyempre, kailangan marunong din mag-hosting, no? No, I think may height requirement to. Nakapost na ba sa website yan? Check mo nga, Clarence. Yung ating entertainer. Yan. Or animator. Ang sabi kasi dyan eh. Ayan. Meron tayo niyan. Dancers or animators. Ayan. Ayan. Performer. So, pwedeng theater artist. Pwedeng maging dancer. Okay. Pwedeng hosting. Ayan. Entertainment animator po ang nakalagay sa website. Pakibasa na lang po dyan ang job description. May height requirement ba yan? Ayan, okay. Yung yan, ang entertainment animator natin, open for male and female applicants. 5 feet 4 inches tall daw po ang required na height. Naku, pag medyo ka-height kita, sorry na lang, no? Okay, high school graduate lang po or ALS certified ang kailangan dito. Ayan, so baka mga may gusto dyan na mag-dancer-dancer. Ayan, pagod nang sumali sa contest. Baka ito na yung chance mo. Taga-probinsya ka man or taga-Metro Manila, apply na sa IPAMS office. Ayan. O, sabi nga ni Datu Ali from TikTok, dance choreographer, fashion designer, events planner. O, apply na. Babangan mo, kaya nang kami mag-a-announce. Ayan. Okay. Macho dancer po daw. Oh my goodness, eto na. Eto na, yung nagtatanong palagi ng macho dancer. O yan, baka gusto mo magbago buhay mo. Oo, pero balita ako daw yung macho dancer, 50,000 daw yung sweldo eh. Oo, pwede pang i-take out. Ay! Ayan. Oy, dito, hindi pwedeng i-take out ha, pag naging dancer ka sa Miral Experiences ha. Tsaka wholesome dito. Kasi, syempre dahil entertainment arena to ng Miral Experiences, eh sasayaw ka sa aming mga bata, ganon, or yung mga mommies na nanonood doon. So, medyo dissenting sayaw lang gagawin natin. Bawal yung malaigil mong sayaw dyan. Sino ba yung nag-comment na yan? Yun yung lagi nagko-comment ng macho dancer. O, ito na. Apply ka na. Ayan. Ayan. Naging present siyang bigla. Paano naging present ulit na naman itong nag-i-inquire ng macho dancer? Pinagdadasal niya siguro na magkaroon. Ano pong trabaho ng dancer? Anong trabaho or dancer? Sabi ni Unless. O yan, ayun na nga. Meron tayong entertainer. Yan, scaffolder. Hiring pa po ba? Ano? Scaffolding dancer? Hindi. May scaffolder pa rin po tayo. Yes, for New Zealand. Available pa rin po for walk-in application yan. Okay. Yung mga nagtatanong po for automotive. Yan, sa mga automotive daw, Clarence, pakita na natin. Yan, for UAE, we are still hiring for auto technicians. Yan, at mga auto denters, yan, auto painters, and service advisors. Ayan, sa mga nagtatanong dyan ng mga automotive skills, meron pa po tayo dyan na opening. Ayan, apply na kayo dito sa IPAMS office. Ayan, pwede rin pong mag-send ng application. Ayan, okay. Okay, yung na-distract talaga ako dun sa macho dancer na yan. Talagang it's your time to shine na yata. Mag-apply ka na ng animator. Okay, sige. Natawa ako bigla dun. Parang kilala ko yung nag-comment na yun. Kilala ko yata yun. Okay, local recruiter, wala daw ba tayong hiring? Naku, wala pa kaming hiring ng local recruiter. Very boober. Gusto mo ba maging recruiter sa IPAMS? Masaya maging recruiter dito. Lagi silang busy. Oo, lagi silang busy. At saka shoutout pala sa mga sino yan? Oy, nako. Ikaw talaga, Clarence, in-stock mo na agad. Parang gusto mo na i-recommenda kay Ma'am Bell. Hala, kalukong nito. Ayan, okay. So, bakit daw nagbabuffer yung aming live? Pasensya na po. Tagal ko nang nagme-message na ito eh. Ayan, sabi nga nila. healthcare assistant. Ayan, sa mga nag-inquire pa rin to po tungkol sa ating US nurse, ayan po, send your application to usrn@ipams.com pa rin. Present pa rin pong ating job opportunity dyan. Ayan, send nyo lang inyong mga application. Okay, barista from Rexis Jake. Naku, wala pa tayong barista, iho. Production operator, 14 years of experience from Rolly Oriendo ng Facebook. Anong klaseng production operator ka ba? Ayan, kasi very general ang production operator. Circular knitting mechanic from Africa, Dofi. Naku, wala pa tayo nito. Oo, wala pa tayo nito.
Factory worker po.
Factory worker. Ayun, sunod-sunod na yun. Pakita mo nga na, Clarence, kung ano yung hindi natin hinahire na mga job opportunity. Ito, para hindi na kayo magtanong. Ayan. Ayan po yung mga openings namin na hindi po talaga namin na-entertain because wala talaga kaming job order for that. Ayan. So, wala tayong caregivers, wala rin tayong domestic helpers, wala rin tayong factory worker general. Meron tayong mga manufacturing jobs, very specific yung mga skills, kagaya ng in-announce ko kanina for Saudi Arabia na Al-Shark, at saka yung company po na from Cameroon na Etiquette SARL. Ayan. Yan yung mga opening namin for factory or manufacturing. Ayan. Very specific. Okay, wala rin po tayong fruit picker. Nako, palagi na lang po yung inquiry na yun na fruit picker at saka nannies or yayas. Ngayon, kung makaka-encounter kayo ng mga Facebook group na sinasabing sila ay IPAMS, tas mga ganitong job opportunities yung ina-advertise for USA, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, wag ho kayong maniniwala. Kasi hindi ho talaga kami nag-hire ng mga ganitong positions eh. Pasensya na po talaga. Kasi wala talaga tayong job order for that one. Alright? And then from Merly, Medrana, Malibiran, nag-a-accept po ba daw tayo ng applicants outside the Philippines? Actually, yes naman po. Nag-a-accept tayo ng mga applicants. But, depende pa rin po ito sa employers ha, kung ang mga employers natin ay willing mag-interview virtually. At the same time, kung sakaling na-interview ka virtually at ikaw ay na-hire, no, pumirma ka na ng job offer, ang exit po niyan ay dito sa Philippines. Hindi po tayo cross-country. Ayan, kasi marami na naman nagtatanong, pwede daw po ba ang cross-country? Ayan, wala po tayong cross-country employment ha. Actually, hindi ini-encourage ng Department of Migrant Workers ang cross-country employment because number one, hindi ka magiging well-documented as a worker. Worst case scenario, mabibiktima ka pa ng illegal recruitment or human trafficking. That's the worst case. Kagaya ng mga nangyari dun sa mga nabiktima sa Cambodia at saka po sa Malaysia. Ayan, they were hired as BPO sa isang Facebook post lang, pinangakuan ng 50K, yung pala, pagdating doon, no, dahil hindi sila documented ng Department of Migrant Workers, sila po ay naging biktima ng human trafficking. So that's the worst. So don't do cross-country please, unless talagang hindi talagang ni-report nyo yan sa Philippine Embassy, kinonfirm ninyo na legit yung companies at hindi po sila, kumbaga hindi natin alam kasi may iba kapag nag-hire ng direct tapos hindi dumadaan sa Department of Migrant Workers, hindi natin sure, baka mamaya may complaint na pala yan sa Philippine Embassy na nang-aagrabyado ng Pilipino. So wag po tayong pahulog sa mga magagandang pangako, lalong-lalo na yung mga nambubudol dyan ng mga scammer. Ayan, okay. Boss, mag-Australia ka na. Bakit? Malaking sahod. Oo naman, malaking sahod sa Australia, pero malaki rin ang tax. Ayan, tandaan nyo. At ang Australia po, take note ha, hindi sagot ng employer ang accommodation and transportation, unlike Middle East. Ayan, so narinig nyo naman, puro Middle East yung hiring natin ngayon. Tatandaan nyo, yan lang naman na lagi nating sinasabi, no? Sa mga gusto pong mag-abroad, no? Unang-una yung tatanungin is, may tax ho ba dyan? Yan. Kasi ba't lagi nyo na lang dina-downgrade ang Middle East? Okay, sa mga nagko-comment na iba dyan, huwag nyong i-downgrade ang job opportunity for Middle East because unang-una, tax-free dyan. When we say tax-free ang sweldo. Okay? Dito nga sa Pilipinas, magkano ang tax natin? Pag nag-30,000 pataas, no? Ang tax, may tax na ang sweldo natin. Unlike sa Middle East, kung magkano man ang sweldo mo, mababa man or malaki or middle class ka, sa sweldo mo sa Middle East. Walang compensation tax or walang salary tax. Okay? At ang maganda pa sa Middle East, para i-approve ng Ministry of Labor na sila po ay allowed to hire foreign workers, dapat sagot nilang accommodation, sagot nila ang food allowance, at sagot nila ang transportation. So kung sakaling may opportunity for Middle East, wag mo na i-compare sa Huwag mo na i-compare sa Europe, wag mo na i-compare ng Canada. Ay, auto mechanic, mas maganda yan sa Australia. Pero magkano ang tax? Di kagaya sa Saudi, di ba? At sa UAE. Ayan. Real talk lang tayo dito, guys, para laman aware po kayo. Sabi nga ni Lexi Mariano, opo, buong-buo ang sahod pag sa Middle East daw. Ayan. Okay. So sa mga bago po talaga kayo magtanong, muni-muni. Ayan, magmuni-muni na saan ba kayo pupuntang bansa. Pag may mga job opportunity kayo nakikita, una nyong tatanungin, magkano bang may iwan na sahod sa akin? Okay? Para po masustain yung pamilya mo sa Pilipinas. Nasa Europe ka nga, pero progressive ang tax. Sagot mo pa ang accommodation. Hindi lang accommodation ang sasagutin mo. Siyempre, mga groceries mo pa, utilities mo pa. So, talagang pag-iisipan mabuti. So, ang pag-Middle East po talaga, kung ang goal mo ay mag-ipon, ng retirement, Middle East is the best. Pero kung ang goal mo talaga mag-permanent residency at ayaw mo na sa Pilipinas, yan talaga. Europe, yan, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, yan. Pero may tax. Tatandaan ninyo. Ayan, okay. So, yan lang naman ang aking mai-share. Sabi nga ng iba dito, mainam po talaga sa Middle East. Yan, may comment na ako nakita O tamo, Israel daw may tax. Pero, wala muna tayong Israel ngayon medyo magulo pa sila. Ang daming kalaban ni Israel, no? May Palestine na, mayroon pang Iran. Ang hirap. Wag muna kayong hindi po muna tayo wala naman tayong opportunity for Israel Sabi nga ni Noli de Guzman Manalastas, true po yan, ma'am. 16 years na ako diyan. Ibig sabihin 16 years na raw siya sa Middle East. Ayan. Okay. Ayan, marami mga comments talaga dito. Okay? Yan. Hahanap tayo ng mga comments dito. Ayan. Excavator operator. Uy, meron tayong meron pa yata tayong opening na telescopic crane operator. Speaking, Europe. Sa mga gustong magbayad ng tax, magtrabaho doon, Europe. Meron tayong telescopic crane operators. Maraming tanong tayong crane operator dyan Yan, hinahanap na ni Clarence. Ipapakita niya. Yan, telescopic crane operator. Yan, nakapinost natin yan this week Kasi na-approve na yan ng Department of Migrant Workers. Ayan. Ayan. Meron tayong opportunity para sa mga nagtatanong na crane operators. Ayan. Telescopic crane operator for Belgium. Yes, may tax po dyan. Pero kung gusto nyo pong mag-Europe, ayan. Crane operator. Pwede na po mag-apply sa IPAMS office. Paki-check lang po yung job description sa aming website bago po pumunta rito sa IPAMS office. Okay, may comment din dito. Jennifer Dulay. Yala Habibi, come to Kuwait. Hiring po sa Grand Hyatt at Al-Qut Mall. Ay, hiring pa rin ba tayo nito? Waitress, waiter. Alam ko, ang hiring namin sa Hyatt Regency Al-Qut Mall ay painter. Ayan, hanapin mo nga sa website. Meron po kaming kailangan painter for Kuwait. Yan, Hyatt Regency Al-Qut Mall. Kailangan namin ng painter. Ayan, so ito, si MJ po nag-handle nito Yan. Okay, high school graduate or ALS certified with TESDA NC2 certification. May 2 years of experience ng pagpipintura sa hotel. Ayan, or sa mga high-end condominium, siguro pwede na yan, no? At, syempre, kaya mag-English. So, yan. So, kung kayo po ay painter, construction painter, tas ang mga naging projects po ninyo ay kagaya nung katatapos lang na Soler sa North. Ayan. So, apply na dito sa IPAMS office for Hyatt Regency Al-Qut Mall. Yan. Walang tax. Ayan. Sagot, maganda pang accommodation. Ayan. Okay. Sige, marami pa tayong mga tanong dito. Pwede daw mag-walk-in. Yes, pwede mag-walk-in Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Yan. Naku, ang mga hospitality industry natin sa ngayon, katatapos lang ng recruitment namin for waiter and waitresses po sa Hyatt Regency Al-Qut Mall. So, standby lang po. baka mag-extend po ng announcement yan, yung Hyatt Regency Alcut Mall natin. Okay. Sabi ni Gladys Gamad de Leon from Facebook, true po yan ma'am, kasi pag Middle East is makaipon ka talaga, lalo na kung sa hospital working, wala kang babayaran na accommodation, transportation is libre talaga, may food allowance pa. Uy, thank you naman sa pag-share mo, Miss Gladys Gamad de Leon. Sa Middle East ka ba nakalocate? Ayan. Sa mga nagko-comment dito na mga sa ating Facebook, no, nakikita nyo real time, at least sa mga nanonood dyan or nagbabasa, basahin nyo po yung mga comments dyan, ng mga nandun sa mga bansang binabanggit ko, nang makatulong po sa pagdidesisyon nyo sa pagtatrabaho abroad. No, kahit sa TikTok, marami din tayong comment na mga ganyan. Okay, mga comment na ganyan. Okay, ito to si Clarissa Darwin Calix Denise. May comment din siya. Nasa Europe daw ang mister niya. Sabi niya, opo, mataas po ang tax, nasa Europe po ang asawa ko. Pero okay naman din po, di naman masama. Totoo naman, hindi naman masamang mag-Europe. Ayan, basta kaya mong i-manage, di ba? Mas mataas po ang sweldo sa Europe. Totoo naman because yung economic stand naman nila is talagang mataas ang sweldo. Yun. So, gaya nga ng sinabi natin, no? Kung gusto mo mag-ipon, mag-Middle East ka. Kung gusto ang habol mo ay permanent residency, yung tipong hindi ka na babalik ng Pilipinas, gusto mo doon ka na talaga, try mo mag-Europe. Try mong mag-Canada, try mong mag-New Zealand or Australia. Hanggat maluwag-luwag pa yung mga program nila to attract foreign nationals para magstay sa lugar nila. I think Japan, may opening din po tayo for Japan. Lalong-lalo na ang Japan. Aging population na po ang Japan eh. Pinost natin yung Clarence sa Cosmo, yan sa, meron tayong mga engineers yata na position yan. Yan. Okay, meron tayong job opportunity for Japan. Of course, Japan has the huge aging population na po. And they're looking for process control system engineers, designers. Okay, next slide natin dyan, mga opening. Okay, yan. So, pakibasa na lang po sa mga website namin yung job description. We also have plant equipment design engineers for rotating equipment. This is also for Japan. Okay, there's another one pa, Clarence. Yung isa pa. For Japan. Tatlo yan eh. Ayan, yan, electrical and instrumentation design construction engineers. This is for Cosmo Advanced Technology Company Limited, formerly Japan Jurong Engineering. Yan, kung gusto niyo mag-Japan, pwede rin. Ayan, may mga opportunity tayo for engineers. Okay, sige, sa mga nagtatanong ng carpenter, I think tapos na po ang hiring natin for carpenter para sa New Zealand. Sabi nga ni Renzo, yung ating guest recruiter last week, maraming salamat daw sa support. Ayan, marami pa pong nag-apply talaga rin. Okay, change path, recruiter, tapos mag-iiba. Naku, depende yata. Ayan. Okay, sa mga tanong po ninyo, pag hindi namin nabasa, of course, we will still have someone to comment po sa inyong mga tanong. Kaya wag po magtatampo ha, wag madadala. Ayan, sa mga tanong-tanong tungkol po sa mga kitchen crew, mga service crew, wala pa po tayong opportunity niya yan for Canada. Hindi pa rin po nagbabago ang kanilang stand tungkol sa work permit application. Okay, yung mga nagtatanong din for sales personnel, tapos na po ang hiring natin for Al-Shaya, Kuwait. Ayan, and sa Mac in Chick, may comment lang siya, siya watching from Bohol daw, building painter, 3 years of experience sa Doha. Uy, baka pwede ka sa Kuwait. Submit ka na ng application mo. Ayan, laundry assistant manager, naku, wala pa tayo nito, Giovanni Tamsi. Ayan, okay, meron pa tayong mga question, mechanical engineers, maintenance on facilities experience. Nako, Jasper Soyran, baka pwede ka sa Cosmo Advanced Japan. Barista, wala pa rin talaga tayong opportunity dyan. Okay, retail, wala pa rin. Hotel and restaurant for New Zealand, wala pa rin po tayo dyan. Okay, it's 3:29 in the afternoon. Check lang natin yung mga comments from TikTok. Okay, for Canada, wala pa po tayong mga opportunities ngayon na actively na nakapost sa Canada. Pakita mo nga, Clarence, yung walk-in natin. Yung in-advertise natin, walk-in application hanggang bukas. Ayan, hanggang bukas. Ayan, para sa mga gustong pumunta dito sa IPAMS office bukas, meron pa po tayo, may pinapublish tayo tuwing Saturday na mga available for walk-in application yan. So makikita nyo sa screen. So pa-screenshot na lang ha. Yan, pa-screenshot na lang. Mamili kayo kung saan kayo sa tingin nyo ay qualified, and then hanapin mo ng job description sa ating website, ipams.com, job seeker section, bago pumunta dito sa IPAMS. Of course, sa mga nagtatanong saan po ang aming location, kami po ay located sa 723 Aurora Boulevard, New Manila, Quezon City. Okay, baka maligaw yung iba po yung E. Rodriguez ha, iba po yung New Manila na Aurora Boulevard. Okay, kami po ay katapat ng Robinsons Magnolia. Nakikita nyo dyan sa inyong screen ng aming location map, pa-screenshot na yan. Or kung kayo po ay sumasakay via mga TNBS, whether motor man yan or kotse, may naka-pin na po kami sa Google Map. Ayan. Apply na po dito sa Philippines. Philippines talaga. Philippines agad. Oo. At ang branch lang po talaga namin, ang main office lang po namin talaga ay dito lang po sa Quezon City. Wala tayong branch sa ibang lugar kagaya ng Cebu, wala o talaga yan. Wala rin tayong Davao. Wala rin po tayo sa Mindanao. New Manila, Quezon City lang po talaga ang ating office location. And there goes our live stream. Naku, 3:30 nang, bilis naman ng oras. Thank you very much po sa lahat na nag-join, lahat na nag-comment, at lahat ng mga nanood at nag-participate sa ating live stream event. Okay, join us again next week po, Thursdays with IPAMS. My name is Lala Macaranas. On behalf of the External Communications Department, syempre kasama ko rin po namin ang aming mga extended members ng External Communications, si Trina at si AC. Thank you very much po for watching. Join us again next week. So pansamantala, thank you and bye!